Her daughter defied her objections and brought her new girlfriend home. Meanwhile, she faced harassment from the auditor. Just as life became overwhelmingly chaotic, her husband suddenly seemed possessed. He placed a mysterious headset on her. As the mobile app completed scanning her brain, flashes of her entire life flooded her mind, from her birth into this world, through her joyful childhood till meeting her husband, then moving to America to run a laundromat. He was deeply immersed in his memories. Later, they had their daughter, but as she grew older, she became increasingly rebellious. While he was still lost in these fond recollections, her husband told him he must follow his instructions and not tell anyone, not even himself. Then her husband returned to normal. However, during tax season, he was humiliated again by the tax auditor. So he began following the instructions left by her husband to activate the mysterious earpiece. Suddenly, her consciousness felt like it had crossed over, being pulled into a strange space. Here, she saw her husband again. He told her he came from another universe, and they needed her help. Their universe had been overrun by evil forces, and he had crossed countless universes to find her. She was the only one who could help restore balance. Suddenly, the auditor brought her back to the real world. The shifting between worlds left her utterly bewildered, but the auditor abruptly informed her that they would be fined heavily. Just then, her husband from the mirror pulled her back into the realm of consciousness. Yet, all she cared about now was her tax filing, but her husband insisted what he needed to tell her was more urgent. It concerned the fate of all multiverses. Suddenly, something seemed to be hunting them down. Then her husband's neck snapped. The one who burst in was none other than the auditor. The auditor unhooked a steel pipe from the wall and charged directly at him. The real world her was terrified out of her wits. Yet the auditor declared he'd give him one more chance, allowing her to resubmit the documents before closing time. Just then, her husband picked up his instructions, but he saw the other side, mistaking his husband's signal as a call to prepare for battle. Suddenly, the auditor lunged toward them. She landed a punch that knocked the auditor flat, but the auditor was merely delivering documents. She realized her husband had been reading the divorce papers, just as she couldn't believe her husband actually wanted to divorce her. Suddenly, another consciousness possessed him, but security guards had already arrived, ordering them to lie face down with hands on heads. Her husband calmly put on headphones, pulled lip balm from his bag, and shoved it into his mouth. Suddenly, he activated the mysterious earpiece. Then, as if possessed by Jackie Chan himself, knocking down every security guard while they lay incapacitated, he scooped pebbles from the fish tank and stuffed them into his waist pouch. With his upgraded weapon, he took them down one by one. Soon, every security guard lay defeated. Yet, everything that had just unfolded in her consciousness was actually a real event in another universe. The overlord of the multiverse had also appeared, but after defeating him, they discovered he was merely a decoy. The true overlord had possessed her daughter's body.